welcome race fans again. We are back for round number 2 of the Dave Bush Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series Season 15 here in Sin City, Las Vegas, or, Las Vegas, Nevada. I don't think what happens in Vegas here tonight is going to stay here, because then we'll go pretty much right across the border into Phoenix for round number 3, but we are here tonight, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. Of course, myself, Joshua Medlock, Will Roberts, joining me again this week. Will, Las Vegas, man, round number 2, and everybody finally started to show up here in track. And I think it's going to be another good turnout here tonight, buddy. Glad to have you.
Glad to be here, Joshua. Yes, Las Vegas, Sin City, like you talked about, diamond somewhat in the desert, this D-shaped oval right beside the Nellis Air Force Base out here, outside the strip. The one key factor I'm looking at tonight is everybody trying to kind of respect the bumps in turns 1 and 2. If you hit them wrong, you see here in the practice, people just trying to go where they're not really. The bumps are mainly kind of in the middle there. There's a little bit on the bottom, but up on the top, you can really drive around them. So that's one key thing. 3 and 4, you're able to really mat it down, and most of the time, depending on the tire conservation that your car is having at the moment. But yes, Las Vegas here tonight, Joshua.
Yeah, it should be a good race here tonight. I've got that pre-race analytics pulled up here, and I'm just looking at it. You can see the same thing, the exact same thing I'm seeing, Will. They're dealing with a little bit of a wind out there here tonight, too, at about 7, 8 miles an hour. I haven't noticed it going up any higher than that, but that's not saying it is. So the wind could be a problem. It does look like it is coming out of the northeast. So
yeah,
west.
I always say anytime these cars or tracks get a good wind gust over 7, 8 miles per hour or higher, that's really going to come into play how that car is going to handle into these corners, going into them, exiting, even through. So got to be careful how that wind gust will carry you into the corner.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming out of the west, southwest, roughly. Oh, it just hit 10 miles an hour there, so it looks like they are dealing with some wind. Track temp is only 88, air temp of 67, 134 laps here tonight. Stage break at the completion of lap 36. So, and I think I totally did that wrong, but our stage is going to be, I believe, 36 will be the white. When they complete that lap 37, when they hit 37, I believe is when that caution will fly. I have to go back out and take a look at that. We'll correct that here in just a second if it's wrong. Now, they only get 4 sets of tires in total, 75% fuel. We were just talking about that earlier, Will, about that fuel. They can go the stage, but, 43 to 47 laps. It's not a whole lot of laps. Tires could be pretty shot by the end if they're not careful.
Yes, depending on how hard these drivers will charge to get their best stage points possible. Like you said before, that lap 35, 36 happens. That's when that pay window opens for the first stage points there that you can get in this race. So you're going to have to see how racy these drivers will be to that stage, and see who will have the tire life left, and everything to deal with that. And like you said, pit road speed here tonight, 50 miles per hour. That pace speed will be 60. So getting on and off pit road, we saw earlier in today's race in the real world how there was a lot of speeding penalties getting either on or off pit road, and that could be a factor here today. These are concrete pit boxes, so you were a high probability of maybe sliding in or through them, locking up from that transition from asphalt to concrete, Joshua. So that's another thing to look out for.
Yeah, we're looking at kind of pit road here now. Just a couple of cars, 73 on pit road in the 25, but you can see the transition from, like you're saying, that asphalt to the concrete there. So, yeah, I mean, it definitely could be a problem. I always say pit road is the cause for concern throughout, throughout a race. Doesn't matter what race it is that, that could, either could hurt you or help you, depend on, you as a driver, getting in and off of pit road, getting into your box safely, not getting into anybody as well. So pit road definitely could be a problem. We got a good turnout in chat here tonight already. We got 8 people watching and 7 likes. I'll get to chat here in just a bit, but coming down to the final 3 minutes of practice, we'll take a look at the first round of point standings here in just a little bit as well, after round number 1 of the Dave Bush Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series after last week. But we're going to step aside. We're going to play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising, get us some coffee, go use the bathroom, do what we got to do before we get underway here tonight. So hang tight, folks. We'll be right back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallant
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, we are back. Qualifying is underway here tonight, and it looks like Hunter Hayward. Well, no, let me rephrase that. Gary Slapinski is up at the top spot. He was not here last week, and he decides to come out here tonight and take over the pole. Brandon Sheets just going into second. Joseph Kelsey in third. America Watchhorn in fourth. And the 23 of Hunter Hayward back into that fifth spot. Looks like a Byron Bartlett and a Chris Poff there in the 22. Yeah, is that on track here? I'll get it right in a minute. But we do have a lot of people out there in chat here tonight. Let me see who we got. My brother, Stephen Lane, Casey's Pampered Kitchen, rooting on Cavaney out there. Glad to have you. Looks like Brendan Kennedy out there in chat as well. A couple of moderators, so y'all be good out in chat. Trevor, not even going to attempt to pronounce your last name there, bud, but we will definitely try to give him a shout-out if we can. Zach Deutscher's family is rooting for him from home, so we'll try to give you a give him a shout out. And Robbie Darnell is also in chat, but he is working on a real car here tonight, so not able to make it here this evening. And Haley Williams joining us in chat here at the end here tonight. But with that being said, coming down to the final minute 15, and I have got to get something here real quick. Unfortunately, forgot to send it over to Jason, so I'm going to need the link. To the broadcast. Trying to get it to Jason Adams if I can. He was asking about it, but Will? Uh-oh. We are having some technical problems here.
Only 6/10 separate the drivers that attempted to lay down a qualifying lap, Joshua. So tight-knit qualifying field as we normally see each and every week here in the SRU Cup Series.
Yeah, very, very close. We'll try to, man, if we can get a chance to, but Firefox keeps on crashing on me, so I am not going to be able to get that link for Jason Adams here, unfortunately. Sorry, Jason. You'll just have to deal with it. Gary Slapinski, though, up in the top spot. There's the checkered flag here. Is he in? Yes, he is. There he is right there. We're going to go ahead and get him down here real quick. Gary Slapinski, buddy. Ooh. Grabbing the pole out here tonight. How you doing, bud?
Not so great.
Oh, yeah, we kind of hear your voice there, man. Well, you're grabbing the pole out here tonight, man. What is it going to take here tonight?
Survive tonight. Just trying to get through this tonight. Yeah, I'm just trying to get it through tonight. Whatever I get, I get. I'm just going to come out of here, have some fun with these guys. I kind of missed last week. I was sick, and I'm still sick. I'm just trying to get better, brother. I just hope everybody out there understands. And
yeah,
I'm gonna give it hell tonight. I'll give it hell.
All righty. Well, first and foremost, man, if you can't hang on here tonight, bedtime. That's the main
bedtime.
Thing. Yeah. Take care of your health is the most important thing. But congratulations on the pole here tonight. Do what you can out here, buddy. Hopefully you get to feeling better, and good luck out there on the track, bud.
Thank you. Enjoy the race.
You too. Man, Gary, yeah, you can hear it. Oh man. All right.
And Gary sounds like he's been hit by a car.
Yeah, he does. He does not sound very well. Man, oh, man. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get him on the MaxspeedTV starter grid here tonight. Gary Slapinski with a 29.516 with the pole. Brandon Sheets going to start on the outside of him in second. Joseph Kelsey third. Chris Paff in fourth. Merrick Watchorn fifth. Hunter Hayward in sixth. Robbie Stewart seventh. Zachary Rongich in eighth. Austin Slayers ninth. And Ryan Messer in 10th. Jeff Gilmore in 11th, Byron Bartlett 12th, Zach Deutscher 13th, Keith Hurlbut 14th, Robert Cheiswick 15th, Kyle Munson in 16th, Larry Blair 17th, and Jason Cavaney
Yep.
in 18th, Rick Adams 19th, and Robert Love there in 20th. Oh, I've already got something for him tonight. Philip Bridgman in 21st. Michael Yarrow, 22nd. Kyle Heath not qualifying, though. We'll start toward the back end, 23rd. Brandon Hartwell, 24th. Terry DeGay, 25th. Clifton Ashley, 26th. Jason Adams, 27th. Gomez, Mark Kashikan, 28th. And Art Milne will round out the 29-car field here tonight. So pretty good turnout here this evening. Yeah, Firefox, I don't know what the deal is with it. But, if anybody out there, Bub, Steven, Tara, somebody want to post the broadcast link, the YouTube link, into chat here tonight so people can share it, get it out there on their social media, that would be great. We can go ahead and get, everything kind of squared away. Dustin Workman, Craig Franklin out in chat. Well, Will, here we go, buddy, into 3 and 4.
Yeah, that pace car lights are off. Gary's going to lead them to the stripe here to take the green flag.
Yep.
So,
and the pace car will make its dive to the safety of pit road here at Las Vegas for the first time here tonight. And into the start zone. Green is out. Boogity, 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 folks. We are racing in Sin City, Las Vegas for round number 2. The Dave Bush Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series, Season 15 here tonight. And Kyle Heath missed the grid, so he will start on pit road. We get to call him No Name Heath or No Name Kyle here tonight. Gary's going to take the first lap here this evening. And already 3 wide out here. 4 wide. Oh, golly.
And you saw the 16 dive underneath Robbie Stewart. Epic hard racing here in the opening laps here at Las Vegas. Contact might have been made there a couple of times, but everybody keeps it straight.
Yeah, they're already going 4 wide here early. I'm beginning to wonder if we're going to see maybe 5, 6 wide now later on in the race.
It all depends on how far they can get strung out and if they can stay close up, packed up. Remember, lap 36 is the stage white flag here this evening, we believe, checkered. So
yeah, let me check.
Everybody racing to that point.
Stage break at the end of 35.
Okay, 35.
35. So it'll be 30, 35, 36. Ooh. My bad. There we go. We'll get that fixed right now.
Benina Barlett had to check up, almost got into the left quarter of Robbie Stewart, but like I said, had to check up, lost a couple of positions because of that. So
yeah, Byron Bartlett, yeah, back here in the 9. Here's the 40 now. Kyle Munson to the inside. Yeah, you're pretty much seeing the same thing I'm seeing. So we're gonna, try to keep on the battles if we can. It looks like Brandon Sheets though has fallen back to 5th now after starting.
And Chris Paff has also fallen back as well.
Oh yeah, Chris back into 9th. Yeah, wow. So we have some comers, and then right now we have some goers, but way early here tonight. And we are already 5 laps into the race. Gary Slapinski not feeling well here tonight, but he is still out here, and you know, he did miss last week, and we found out why too. He was sick, and he is still sick here tonight. We do hope Gary gets to feeling better. Running and
Eric Watchhorn.
Yeah, Merrick right there in the 91. Battling the 8 here of Joseph Cossey.
And he took that position over. I think it's Cossey.
I don't know what it is. It's like I said, I get paid to broadcast. I don't get paid to get names right.
Exactly. Like you said, comers and goers, people either qualified real good, had that 1-2 lap, awesome speed, and maybe not have that long run, or maybe they do have that long run, just not that medium to short run speed. Just have that quick qualifying pace, and then maybe they can come back with that late charge before the stage and gain some positions back here. But
yeah, right now, yeah, I'll try to get a close-up here real quickly. I can't really stay that close, but we can get a close-up of the Hunter Hayward Army West Point 23 machine, Black Knights. I believe he was going to West Point, so rocking the
isn't
West
Hunter? Isn't he the defending champion of this race a season ago?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
So,
the defending race winner, or track winner, I should say. So
yes.
he is actually trying to defend that win here tonight and go back-to-back seasons at Las Vegas. So we'll keep an eye on him. Of course, right now, a lot of single file until you get back in around Robbie Stewart, Robert Love, and Byron Bartlett, Jeff Gilmore, and Jason Cavaney. So these guys are putting, you know, some pressure on one another. Keith Hurlbut out there representing Kansas City, of course, painted there. And Dave Bush, we do miss him. Looks like Michael Yalrow is to the inside. Ooh, he got a little loose there, too.
I think he clipped the apron just ever so slightly, put the left sides just below that white line in 3 and 4. That will shoot you up the track if you're not careful. And that's exactly what happened to Michael. He was doing that a little bit in practice, trying to, I assume, get that fine line, just see how far he could get down there. So don't want to do that too many times. It may come back to bite.
Yeah, try to push the issue in practice, figure out what you can and can't do before you get into the road. Oh! 74 the 3, touching 3 up in the wall. Robbie Stewart. Oh, and they're still trying to get her. Oh, the 6 going around. We are, I believe, going to have our first, yep, there it is, our first yellow here tonight. Man, I thought everybody saved it. But it looks like right here, Robert Chiswick was coming up on the 3 of Stewart. And Stewart was trying to stay off the wall. And Chiswick comes up. Looks like maybe a little bit of net coating issues there too. But definitely upset them both. And then Chiswick gets hit and punted down onto the apron there by the 10 of Clifton Ashley. Does the 6 keep it off the wall? Oh, nope. You know,
he wasn't able to lock it down in time.
You knew exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, all that forward momentum he was carrying, and then when the car just turned sideways abruptly, like you said, got tagged by Clifton as he got scraped by Robbie. So just a lot of chain reaction there. Just wasn't able to put the binders on. No reaction, really. You have no time in those types of situations. So unfortunate for Robert.
Yeah, definitely some some hiccups out there, and no fast repairs at all. So, you get damage, you got to either get it fixed, or, if it's too much damage, well, unfortunately, you either set on pit road for 20, 30, 45 minutes and, then come back out and get the best, the best spot that you can, the best finish that you can, or, well, you just go ahead and pack it up and get ready for next week And speaking of next week, we'll go ahead and give everybody a heads up on that one. That is Phoenix. We will be, and I would assume that is the new Phoenix. So we're going to go to Phoenix next week. That should be a pretty quick race. They're only pulling 200 laps, 200 miles there. It is a mile track. So that should be a pretty quick race. And then we stay short track racing back to back. We go to Bristol. Wow, back to back short tracks, Will. Oh, man. That is.
Short tracks always bring out the best in everybody, too.
Yeah. And then we go to one of my favorites. I love to hate it, but I love the tire wear it puts on. And that is the Old Atlanta March 24th, the first 5 races of the regular season. We've got not only tonight, I wouldn't say Las Vegas is a cookie cutter, but, you know, it's a lot easier than the next 3 that are coming up. I will say that.
Yes, indeed, because, well, this track and Phoenix both are kind of their own respective diamond in the desert, you know, so very technical short track Phoenix can be, like you said, just a mile track, maybe a little bit more than a mile, but a mile track out there in the desert, you know, it has its own characteristics. Not really another track really drives like it. I guess the closest track that maybe drives similar to it would be Gateway, and even that still they're vastly different. The straightaways are longer at Gateway than they are at Phoenix, so it's vastly different than any other track on the circuit.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So on the backstretch here, under caution for the first time here tonight, just a little hiccups down there. And, you know, it's Las Vegas, so I do expect maybe a few. I don't expect a whole lot of cautions. I don't expect Martinsville-style cautions.
No.
If we have Martinsville...
But we knew something. We knew something was going to happen by how hard they were racing early goings here, Josh. Contact was bound to be made at some point.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, pace car will dive off once more to the safety of pit road. Gary Slapinski, Merrick Watchhorn. That is the top row here, coming to lap 16. And into the Geico start zone here tonight. Gary on the loud pedal. Green is out. Backing away here tonight. For the Nascar, Dave Bush, Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series. I forgot to put that NASCAR in there again. Damn it.
You see, Cossie gave Gary a real good push. Don't know if that's going to be enough to propel him to the lead going into turn 3, because Merrick is still to the quarter of the 78. But yes, the 78 does maintain the lead, so good for Gary. As everybody
side by side for second.
Look at that battle for fourth. That's fourth. So 3 wide for fourth.
Yep. 23 of Hunter Hayward. And he's going to go, what is he doing?
He is finding any way by that he's just trying to find a way by. That is what he's doing.
I'm going to have to tell his mama.
Look at the 40.
Yeah.
The 40 looks like he just got shot out of a cannon there for the most part out of turn 4. Had some good momentum on the high side.
Al Munson.
His momentum kind of got halted there from the progress of the 23.
Yeah, and Hunter still wasn't able to get around those two, Brandon Sheets and Zachary Ronage, but, I mean, he's still right there.
Another person that's really wrapping the high side is the 91 of Merrick, so he's up there trying to take the lead away from the 78 of Gary, but that's going to be a tough struggle, we know, trying to take the lead away from Gary.
Getting around Gary is like getting around or staying in front of Dale Earnhardt Sr.
Yes.
Okay. It's very, very difficult. Now, Dale Earnhardt Sr., if, you know, everybody knows who that is, if you were in front of him and he wanted you out of his way, well, guess what would happen?
That old chrome horn would come out. So
yeah, he would get you out of his way. We all miss Dale Sr., of course. Rest his soul.
Chris Praff, he's trying to make a comeback after starting 4th. He dropped back to about 9th, so Now he's in 12th, so he's dropped back a little bit further, but he's trying to make a forward progress back up to the front again here.
Yeah.
We got 15 laps to go, Joshua, before the stage break.
Wow, already getting down to the nitty-gritty here from the stage. So, of course, we're looking at 2. It is just at or a little past that 100 to go mark. So, not how. Somebody's blinking. That is going to be Ryan.
Waffle House car.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I've seen Ryan blinking too. And then 26 of Jason Cavany. Yeah. Doing a little bit of blinky going on there. And then now we've got, well, No Name Heath. Yes, that is Kyle Heath and the Memory Designs. Everybody is interested in tumblers, cups, coffee cups, Bubba cups, whatever you'll want to design on it. Of course, Kyle Heath's wife makes those, so I always try to give him a shout out when I can.
Well, that caution really helped Kyle Heath, like you talked about. He had to start from the pit lane, so that was a detriment for Kyle to help him out there. Or not a detriment, but it helped him out. My apologies, got the wording wrong, but you knew what I was going for.
Yeah, I know what you was going for, yeah. All right, we're going to stay here.
It might be a detriment to the rest of the field that he got that early caution, you know?
Yeah, we're going to go up here to Zach Deutscher, who is battling the 45 here of Michael Yarrow. We're going to kind of hang out right here with this group here real quick.
Yes, this is 9th, 10th, and 11th. You have Michael Yarrow, Zach Deutscher, and Chris Paff, and then Jeff Gilmore is coming into the fold. So make that 12th as well. Got to be very careful. The cars can get very tight coming out of turn 4 as it narrows up.
Oh, yeah.
Going through 3 and 4. So you got to be careful. If you need to give it, give it some throttle brake, just ease out the throttle. You don't want to slam the wall here because that could cause some repair time to you.
You want to take it as easy as possible. So let's go ahead and see here who we're looking on. Looks like Kelly Hayward out there. Now I can tell Mama what he did.
Oh, Hunter, he's up in the 6th position. Up here, it's a battle for 2nd place, though.
Yeah,
Joseph Cossey.
Cossey. The number 8. We're going to argue again here tonight on names here. Oh, yeah, I got a little tight there.
Almost 3 wide, but Cossey comes down. He tries to block.
Zachary Rongich. Oh,
in the 38th there.
Oh, golly, it's getting dicey up here with these 3. And look who's coming back to it, Brandon Sheets.
Yes, as Fernando Alonso would say, the famous Formula One world champion, he says you always have to leave a space. But these guys, I don't think that's the case for these guys here tonight. 3 wide for 2nd place, Joshua.
Oh, here we go. 23's coming as well. Oh, man.
Zach Rongich said, let me up.
Instead of topping that out, I'll just say he took a 4 wide on lap 2.
Oh. Man, these guys are fighting hard for 2nd place as Gary is loving it. He is driving away from this squabble.
And the
just
23,
a big melee, man.
Ooh, 23 almost pushed it up into the 2. There's the 45 again, Yarrow. Right behind these guys, Kyle Munson, Austin Sailors. I call him Slayers.
Well, he's sailing to the front, that's for sure.
Started 9th, but a long way to go, so I ain't even...
Just throw a blanket or a good-sized quilt over these competitors here, and you have 2nd on back to, what is that, 13th?
Well, yeah, just throw a sheets over them.
Aha! Yeah, I see what you did there. Man, 3 wide for 3rd now as Merrick has kind of gotten away from that squabble. Oh, contact.
Wobbling. Good.
They were able to save it. We saw something similar to that in practice. They were able to hold it. So, oh my goodness.
Brandon Sheets.
Heart in mouth moment.
Rewind again. Sheets in the middle. Oh, no. Here we go. 40 going around. 2 into the wall. Caution is out. We're going to rewind it all the way to that one save here if we can here.
Yeah, because that's kind of how this all started in a way. They all just get congested out of turn 2 here. It narrows up just like coming out of turn 4. Coming out of turn 2 here, you're going to narrow up towards the wall. That's where the racing line goes.
Right there.
And
you see it, the 23 and the 2. I'm going to kind of rewind it back here to Sheets. Right there, contact was made, and that kind of...
Hayward, I think he just gets tight and goes into Sheets on the corner exit, and then they all just kind of just fan out here. And then going into 3, if you have your lane wrong going into 3, well, that's just going to mess you up on the corner exit. And man, it looks like Kyle Munson maybe just, did he get loose here, or just everybody just?
I think he got a little bit close to that wall. Now the 22 and the 2 were pretty close together, but I don't think there was any contact there. And right there it was. Now that's gonna.
And that happens right in front of last week's winner, Zach Deutscher, in the 21 car.
Yep.
We could ride on board with him if you want to, Joshua, and see from his point of view how this unfolds.
Yeah, he
just went right in his lap.
Yeah, and he's going to get into it. He's going to get involved in it too. So, yeah, let's go.
Could this be the stage caution? I don't think they'll get back going. They might.
Let's go
they might do a
one-lap shootout.
They might.
Yeah,
riding on board here with Zach, and then bam.
He had no reaction time. I mean, it happened like right there. So
yeah, and he barely drug the wall, and he might just have some front fascia damage to that splitter and the bumper. But other than that, it looks like the 21 might be okay. Not sure if this is the stage break caution or not, since it happened so close to it.
We'll see here. It'll be coming to lap 34 the next time. So, white flag would be 35.
I don't see why we couldn't do a little green white.
Yeah, a little one-lap shootout type deal. But Gary Slapinski is going to be the first one off of pit road. He's led every single lap so far. Got clean air, and then them racing behind him has really helped him out. Merrick Watchorn, Joseph Cossey, Zachary Rongich, Michael Yarrow, Austin Sailors, Hunter Hayward, Chris Paff, Jeff Gilmore. Kyle Heath has moved up here into 10th off of pit road. Brandon Hartwell, Ryan Messer, Philip Richmond, Keith Hurlbutt, and Robert Love rounding out the top 15. But let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see. I believe Gary had about a 2-second lead because of all the conflict and squabbling going on behind him for second on back. So he kind of pulled up to a good lead. Like you said, that clean air really helped him out a lot. So
lights are off.
So we will have a little shootout here for the stage.
It'll be a shootout to the stage. It'll be white flag green when we get to the line. So it'll be white but green. So
yes.
So I believe, we might get a one-lap shootout here. I do believe.
Oh, you love to see it.
Oh, yeah. It's going to get crazy, though.
It is, because every point matters, like we've always talked about each and every week, Joshua. If you can maximize your points day, that is always great. Or if you're going to maybe hopefully get some points early, like you talk about right here in this stage, and then, if something happens, at least you collected some points to hopefully maybe salvage a bad day.
Yeah, definitely so. Robert Chiswick has already taken his car behind the wall. He is done for the evening. So we're down to 28 drivers out here tonight. But, hey, that's 28 drivers that are on the lead lap. So it's still anybody's race. It'll be, I believe, it'll be green-white, technically, is what it'll be. And then they'll race it all the way back around, and I do believe we will have a one-lap shootout here for the stage. So whoever crosses the stripe first in front will win the stage, if that is what they're doing. Rain back out once more. Gary got a good jump. We're going to go ahead and call it white just to go from there. Robbie Darnell out there saying that his drivers are the best. I don't know. I'm the best, but I'm not out there racing. So, so here we go. Will it be the stage? I think you're thinking the same thing I'm thinking. I think it will be.
Yes, well, Gary's going to hold them off here coming out of turn 4, it looks like. So.
Yep, and I believe caution's out. That's it. Gary will hold them off for the stage, but a caution came at,
Oh, no. It's going to be Hunter Hayward and Austin getting together here.
The West Point. Yep. Probably, it looks like.
Now, did Hunter.
Yeah, let's see here. Did he come down?
No, Austin came up.
Code.
I think they were going to make contact regardless for net code or not because Austin was walking up the track.
Yeah, it could have been that too. Yeah, oh man, that is going to be close. Yeah, yeah, he was coming.
He gets tight. Yeah, he just gets tight up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was walking up the track for sure, and that is going to turn the 23.
Oh, Kyle Heath gets involved.
Yep, so did
Maybe.
Chris. Chris got a piece of the 22 here too. And, oh, man, the Army West Point 23 was pointing in the wrong direction.
I think the 9 of Barlett maybe got a piece of it as well, so about 4 cars collected here in this caution. That was also our stage-ending caution as well.
Yeah, that was the stage-ending caution, so we're going to go.
Gary wins it.
He is our stage winner here tonight. So let's go ahead and get Gary back down here. Well, I mean, he's not feeling well. Man, should I talk to him?
Well, we don't have to if you don't think we should. Since he's not quite up to par tonight, we could always maybe drag someone else down and see how their car is faring at this point. We've had just a couple of cautions to maybe just see what they could have. I don't really think we've had a long enough run for anyone to get a feel for a long run conditions. So.
Well, you know what? He did win the stage. I know he's not feeling well, but let's go and get him back down here real quick. Gary, bud, I know you're not feeling well, so we'll make it quick. You are the stage winner. How does it feel out there, bud?
It feels pretty good.
All righty, man.
Clean air is king, definitely, for sure. Clean air is king. There's a couple of guys that 91 looks really quick.
Oh, yeah.
He does.
Merrick Watchhorn, yeah, he sure does.
Yeah, he's really quick, so it should be interesting.
All righty.
Really good.
Well, keep representing the Harpoon design, man. I believe you're still on that team because you have the paint. So,
yes, sir.
Yep. So you keep it going, keep it straight, man. Get feeling better, as we said, man. So, good luck out there, buddy.
You too. Yep. Enjoy.
And Gary. But, it's only fair to get him back down here. He is the stage winner, so... stages are done, though. We are under 100 to go here, folks. Take a look at our caution to count. 3 cautions in total for 10 laps and 97 laps to go. And, well, we haven't had any lead changes because Gary has decided, well, I missed Daytona. I ain't missing this one.
Gary trying to lead all the laps he can here tonight. Which, that's what everybody tries to do when they set it on the pole. They want to be as dominant as they can.
Yep. It looks like Hunter Hayward's still sitting on pit road. Man.
Well, that's probably just a lot of damage to repair, just the contact and the altercations he's been a part of this evening, so.
Yep. Yeah, Callie.
Hate to see it.
Like about on lap 2, I believe it was. 2 or 3. Yeah, he decided to take it for a while. Yeah, here we go. Pace car's off and away again. Coming to lap 39 here tonight. Into the Geico start zone. Green is out. They're going to go on green at all times. So they got to hold it back. Gary got a good start, but Joseph right there with him. And there's that 91 again.
Yep, Merrick really strong on this restart. What's he going to do coming out of turn number 2?
I think Gary, he knows that 91 is fast. he is trying to stay ahead of that 91, and now that Joseph and Merrick are battling back here, I wouldn't say Gary can set sail, but he can definitely get at least a gap on these guys. Now, if they get straightened out, though, I've seen it, you've seen it, Will, they're going to catch right back up to him. He's trying to break the little draft out. Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Yeah,
this is going to be huge.
This is going to be huge. Yeah. Oh, no. Brandon Hartwell going to catch that as well.
Michael Yarrow. Jeff Gilmore.
Oh, geez.
Looks like maybe just a block gone wrong here, or maybe
entry gone wrong.
Merrick, I think Merrick was side drafting, and Cossey just gets wrapped up on the fender of Merrick. I think that's what happens here. Just unfortunate, Joseph. Unfortunate.
25 hard into the wall. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Larry Blair got a clip of it.
Oh, the 19 is going to get a piece down there too. The 10 going to clip him. That is Keith.
Just everybody.
Yeah.
Yep, everybody trying to avoid this and getting oh man, Blair got hit for a second time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 10 got into the back of the 19, got him loose, got him spun, and right back up. Keith goes into Blair. And man, we got parts everywhere out here on this track. We might have to red flag it here tonight to get this cleaned up.
Drivers you thought was going to be in contention late in the going has just got swept away in 3 and 4 here, Joshua.
And tough break. Yeah, I think Hartwell might be done. Heavy damage on that car. Hunter Hayward is coming back down. He was out there, but he is coming back down, it looks like. I know the 74 of Robert Love was involved in that. Keith Hurlbutt, Joseph was involved. Brandon Sheets is on pit road as well, and it looks like, man, with no fast repairs, that hurts.
Some drivers are definitely going to be upset after that one. We just got back restarted after the stage break, Joshua, and that melee occurs in 3 and 4 there, taking out a lot of good cars, good drivers, or maybe just setting them back multiple laps down, hoping and praying that other drivers had the same luck as they had. So you never want to see that this early in the race, but sometimes it's better to happen early than later. You put yourself in a position all night long, and then something happens late in the going. It seems like that's the more frustrating part of racing, is being there at the end and then not being able to do nothing because you get taken out at the end, right? But some prefer, hey, if I'm going to get taken out, I'd rather get taken out early, right? So heavy damage to the Kansas City Chiefs car here. So
Keith, looking at that damage on that car, he is back out onto the track. Heavy damage on Sheets. Heavy damage on Joseph from what we're seeing. Brandon Hartwell's car is destroyed. And Hunter Hayward is still sitting on pit road, or is back on pit road, trying to get as much damage fixed as he can. He was out there, but then I guess the caution, he was able to get back down pit road and get some more of that damage repaired. 25 people out there tuning in here tonight, plus or minus a few, depending on how many people's watching on one screen. We do have 16 likes out there here tonight already, 4 shy from 20. Please hit that like button for these guys. Caution starting to come out a little bit, but it's been still been a great race. A lot of side-by-side racing. We still got 92 laps to go here, Will. So we're by far not done with this race.
92 laps to go, and still have yet to see a lead change. Gary Slapinski just dominating this race overall in a way. Hopefully that lead change won't count there at the stripe, as Rongich was barely ahead of Gary. But anyway, like we
Rogic
talked about,
will lead that
it
lap. So that did count. Let's see if that lead change did count.
Oh my goodness, that's kind of ironically just funny for some reason to me. But
well, Gary
yeah,
will not come away with every single lap here tonight. Zachary kind of stole it there at the stripe under yellow here. So,
well,
it don't black flag you in iRacing to do that. As long as you're behind the pace car and you're not going
maintaining
green,
pace.
Yeah,
Yep.
it doesn't, it doesn't. And I don't know. Now, Robbie is out in chat. Our big boss man over here. He can quote me on it if I'm wrong, but I don't know. I don't think there's a rule about that. So, at least I haven't seen one.
I feel like this race just got kind of turned on its head, Joshua, because of the cars that kind of got taken out in that wreck, as they were really up here battling for top fives, top tens, battling as well for the lead against Gary. So,
Gary and company into the restart zone here, or the start zone. Oh, 45 did not go. Michael Yarrow.
Yeah, just spun his.
Yeah, he spun his tires and got tagged by the 16 of Messer, but everybody all right. At least for now, anyway.
See, Merrick, he's really trying to make a hard charge at Gary. Any window of opportunity he can get, he's going to try that middle to outside lane here.
Yeah, but we see Gary's line too, man. He is using every inch of that track.
Yes, indeed, and that's what you got to do sometimes as the race leader, or just trying to keep a fellow competitor behind you. Take that air off his nose.
Kind of going moseying on through the field here real. Ooh, somebody tagging the wall there. Ooh, somebody is up in the wall. That is Philip Bridgman? Yeah, that was Philip.
Yep, Philip Bridgman.
Yeah, that was old Philip up there giving the wall a little bit of a love tap. No pun intended.
He's just up there making sure the wall was still doing its job. You know?
yeah, he was holding up the wall. No pun intended.
So Clifton's going to get by. Bridgman just loses a handful of spots here because he was dragging that backstretch wall down.
The Larson line. And I know Kyle Larson won today, so my brother told me.
Yep, it was I don't want to say it was a Larson like snooze fest, but he led over half the race and won both stages. So
wow.
I would say pretty deserving win. If you're going to dominate the race and win both stages, you kind of deserve to win. Yeah, he got loose in 3 and 4.
He's getting loose again. Whoa!
Yep, Waffle House Jason Cavaney trying to help him out there.
Oh, man,
so
Phillips
Bridgman
still loose.
Might just have to bring it down pit road. Maybe just a unequalized set of tires there. Maybe getting in that wall really upsetted the car a little bit.
Yeah, he heated up those tires, and they're not being friendly to him. Jason Cavaney. Still want to call him Caveen. Sorry. Cavaney, not Cavity. It's Cavaney. That is the 26. Yep. That's the Waffle House machine, the one you was just talking about. He's got the 40 of Kyle Munson on his tail. You see the little run that Kyle does get down into 1. This happens. Well, I would say little run. He just passed up Jason like he was sitting still. Wow.
And we saw the speed that Kyle had earlier in the race as he was slicing and dicing through the traffic. Like I said, I feel like the last caution, the last wreck we just had, kind of turned the race upside down for us because of, just who all got collected in that, and that's really just kind of set them back a little better. Now they're having to work back through the field with the damage that they still have on their car.
I get up here to Ryan Messer and Austin Slayers. He's trying to slay it out there on the track. It's up into 4th. Right at the top 5 here in the Harpoon Design developmental car.
Eric, took a look for the lead going into turn 3, but Gary really did a good job at blocking that run, and that upset Merritt's line going into turn 3, and that has allowed Rongich to get alongside him now on this next lap going into turn 3.
Get up here to these guys real quick.
Oh, Merritt's walking up, almost contact with Rongich, but they were able to stay off each other, so that's good. Just really hard racing here for second on back. No one really has anything just yet for Gary. We've seen Merritt and Kasi and even Rongich. But, did Rongich kiss the wall? If he did, he
barely got it.
I don't think he did. Yeah, if he did, he barely got it.
Yeah, if he did, he barely got it. Ooh, Austin falling back now. Yeah, we got to get, he's back here with the 45 now. Oh, Yarrow.
Michael Yarrow. I think Austin was expecting Yarrow to go maybe down onto the flat, but did not, so contact was obviously made there. Just a little bit of dooring. No harm, no foul. Gary still trying to break the draft up here in the lead. He's doing a great job controlling this race at this moment in time.
Yeah, he still has very fast Rongich, very quick Merritt. Don't look now, but Ryan Messer is up in the 4th now, and he is coming up into this battle here, and now it looks like Watchhorn is going to take the 2nd spot. So the top 4 single file now looks like top 5. Yeah, top 5 single file, and it looks like they're starting to get more of a single file line. The 9 and the 45, Byron Bartlett, Michael Yarrow, they're battling back here. I think that is about what we see. Oh, Robbie Stewart and Zach Deutscher going at it. Looks like Zach is going to make the pass on that. So we do have some drivers here, Will, that are battling, but for the most part now, it looks like some single file racing to get some of these laps wound down, possibly even a green flag pit stop. Well, I'll say that. Here comes Yarrow again.
And he's still battling with Bartlett. They are side by side. This is 7th and 8th position. Because like you said, the top 6, somewhat single file, broken away. They are, mindly mannered for the most part. But Yarrow just can't seem to get a good enough run past the 9 as Clifton Ashley is coming up into this battle. So now Yarrow's going to try the outside lane if he can. Just can't seem to get a good enough momentum built up. But now he is out of turn number 2. He might dispose of Bartlett. Yes, he does, going into turn 3.
He is going to make the pass on him. Now the 9 and the 10 in the 8th and the 9th spot. Wow. So that's what we got. As of right now, there is Gomez and Keith. And that damage on Keith's car, oh man, really affected him right now, it looks like. Gary Slapinski, Eric Watchhorn, Zachary Rogich, Ryan Messer, Austin Sailors, Jeff Gilmore, Michael Yarrow. We got a battle presumably here between the 43-57 and the 45. Byron Bartlett, Clifton Ashley, Jason Adams under fire here with Kyle Heath for that 10th position as well. So, and it looks like Kyle is going to take the spot away. Jason back to 11th. Chris in 12th. Zach 13th. Robbie Stewart 14th. And Robert Love will round out the top 15. And we have lost Hunter Hayward here tonight. He has taken his car behind the wall.
Love is up 5 positions from which he started, so from 20th to 15th place at the moment for Love. Yep, that's another car like he talked about to be loading up on their transporter and going back to their home base.
Jason Adams and Chris here. Yeah, we got another battle. Probably a 3-car battle here. 22, 24, 21. 21, 22. Now all we need is the 23 in the mix here.
Yes, that's very true, but unfortunately, like you talked about just a moment ago, he is behind the wall, so you won't see the 23 back out tonight.
Unfortunately not. Zach is going to make the pass there over the 22, but nope. Here comes Chris.
Yep. Pass comes back out on that outside lane.
And a battle here for second again. Going back up here. Rogic, Watchhorn. And you might as well throw him. Yeah, might as well throw him in there. Oh! Merrick.
Man.
Wow. Merrick and Zachary doing some touching. And I think Zachary got the rough end of the stick on that one because he did lose that spot. Now he's got to battle Messer to keep third.
Joshua, you know just as well as I do how tight your car can get when you are that close side by side with another competitor at your door, at your fender. So your car could whip right around, back it into the wall, or you could just get tight, walk up into the guy beside you. So anything can happen when you are that close to another competitor. Side drafting, just being that racy.
Looks like they're trying
Larry
to get
Blair.
around Larry here. Larry just went a lap down. Heavy damage on that 73. I do believe.
His car is still not up to par.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Right side, heavy damage. Man, yeah, kind of tore up there. He even has some left side damage as well. Yeah,
well, he got hit on the left side. That kind of finished him off in that wreck earlier that we just saw after the stage, bringing back Green from the stage. So.
And here we go back up here with Messer and Rogic. Yeah, and Rogic still battling for third here. Oh, Rogic pushing up.
He's up in that
close to the wall. Yeah, he's in the marbles.
Yeah, he's up in that Larson line like you talked about earlier.
Yeah, but I don't think his name is Kyle Larson.
No.
I'm not saying he
can't. Or Tyler Reddick.
I'm not saying he can't run it. His name is not Kyle Larson.
Well, that, and we just haven't seen anybody up in the high lane since the race started, so there may not be enough rubber built up there. It could just be marbles like you talked about. So he is really rubbering that line in for sure. Like you talked about, we haven't seen too many runners up there. So Gary's pulling away again, or at least has a comfortable enough lead over Merrick. Merrick's kind of disposed of Messer and Rogic, as Rogic is really fighting back against Messer here. Michael Yarrow just seeing this battle play out in front of him, as he's got Austin right behind him.
Let's go ahead and go on board with the Yarrow here real quick. Kind of look at what he's dealing with ahead of him. You get a pretty good view of the cockpit here. And, you know, you can see Messer and Rogic right there. They are coming around the 5 of Philip Bridgman now.
Got a family of bugs on his windshield too, so.
Yeah, right.
Hopefully he gets a tear off next time he pits. There's a sports car driver who does commentating for the Asian Le Mans series. His name is Oliver Gavin. He raced for the factory Corvette team for 20 years, right? And he says every time he sees a tear-off come off of a race car, he says, "Oh, what a delight!" You know, just that's like the greatest thing ever to happen in racing is the invention of like those
the tear-offs, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the windshield tear-offs. Yeah, you unfortunately can't see them here, but yeah, you in your car you can definitely notice them. But yeah, those windshield tear-offs, man, they do come in handy for sure. And I did see Austin here trying to make a move on Yarrow, but he's not able to get up there. They have been out here, though, 38 laps. So they are going to be getting in that window here of pitting, I would say within the next 5 laps or so. You know, that window will open. Now, do you pit early? Or do you just, you know, run it out, Will? Do you keep going and keep going? And
I would run it out.
You know, we just hit lap 72, so 71 laps completed here tonight. They
I would.
Still wouldn't be able to make it, I don't think, if they pitted from here, though. 70, 82,
No,
no.
That's kind of what I was trying to do the errands, do the math in my head, and like you just said, no, I think they would need at least a splash to get them home. Maybe pit around. If they pit again, it would probably be between 115 to 125.
Okay, so that's gonna put them a lap 40 that time. And I see there is some battles going on here too. Looks like Rongich, Watchhorn, Messer, Yarrow. I mean, you can just throw a blanket over these guys. They're right here together from about second to, well, Austin is even in the
second,
mix here
sixth.
too. Yeah.
Yes. He's trying to hang on to that back toe.
Yep. Yeah, you get a little draft, but you know the issue is that arrow.
Yes.
That arrow will play a big factor. And the arrow hadn't been a problem for Gary, other than lap traffic.
He hasn't. Yeah, Gary hasn't really been challenged too much. Maybe on the restarts and a few laps after that. But other than that, everybody gets really racy for second behind him. So
Yep.
he's been able to open up that gap because when two or more cars get to racing side by side or close together, that really allows the car either behind or in front to really catch up or kind of drive away from them. So, like you talked about, aero is a big key factor. You don't want to be exactly tucked up, exactly up on the bumper of your fellow competitor, because that'll take the clean air off of your car. That's just dumping dirty air onto yours. So
Yep.
you could walk up the track or maybe find yourself in the wall, which neither of those you want to do.
All right. Well, they just hit the window of 43. So technically the window is open. Now, how far they can go, I don't actually know. I've got it set at 43 to 47. We've been told, 45, 48, push it to maybe 50. I doubt it. But
yeah, the drivers that would have to get to 50, they would need to maybe go half throttle, maybe 40% throttle, Joshua. So I don't foresee anybody really getting to that 50 lap mark. Maybe 46, 47 at the most.
48 if you really want to push it to 40.
Yes.
But
yes.
We'll see here when these guys start coming down pit road. I've already got my calculator ready to go. So as soon as they start pitting, we'll go ahead and do some mathematications here. Zach Deutscher and Jason Adams doing some battling back here for that 9th spot. We'll go through the points here too. I know I totally forgot about those already, but
Chris Paff is in 10th. He's right on the back of that battle too. So
he's in 11th. He just got
okay,
past,
my bad, 11th.
Yeah, he just got past my Adams. Deutscher's up in the 9th now, so that seems like when I say where they're at, the next lap, they're in a totally different position.
It can be that way sometimes. So
Jason Cavaney in the 26th Waffle House. Man, that actually sounds good.
don't it though? I've been craving some Waffle House for about the past 2 months and just haven't ever got around to getting one.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, he's gonna have to send. Running a Waffle House page. He's gonna have to send me some Waffle House. All right, here we go. Austin Sailors down pit road. Jason
Ryan Messer,
Adams.
Jason Adams.
Down pit road here.
Looks like Keith Hurlbutt.
Well, let me see if I can find him. Yep. He's down pit road. Jason Cavaney's coming down. Rick Adams down pit road. So
No relation to Jason.
No relation to Jason. Yes, no relation to Jason. Let's try to say that 5 times fast. Wow. Well, here comes a group. Rongich down pit road here. Looks like Yarrow, Sailors, Heath, DeGay staying out. My bad. Wow. Trying to Byron Bartlett, Clifton Ashley, That was a big group down pit road, and Gary is gonna take lap 49 here. So, and then Merrick
Should be 50, but unfortunate, wrong. It's barely split, split ahead of him during that one caution lap. But
yeah, Merrick Watchhorn also 49. Jeff Gilmore 49 laps. I expect these guys to come down at some point. Oh, here it comes. Here comes Gary. So I do expect Merrick. Yep, there he comes. Jeff Gilmore is going to push it to lap 50 laps. And he led that lap. Wow.
He was able to get by Gary as Gary was slowing up for the commitment of that 50-mile-per-hour pit road speed. So hopefully no one gets a penalty for speeding, entering or exiting here during this green flag cycle of pit stops.
Yep, I would assume Jeff will be coming down now. Yeah, I don't think he's going to push 51 laps. Wow.
So the drivers, for the most part, able to make it 49 to 50 laps, like we were kind of speculating they probably wouldn't, but they made us wrong again.
Yep, Larry Blair out here tonight. He's taking his car behind the wall. Chris Paff is still out here, 47 laps. So he is in the window. He just has not come down pit road yet. He has led a lap, the 78 to his inside, not for position. So Chris is going to lead another lap here. Kyle Munson also.
You think maybe Chris was probably wanting to get down to pit that lap, but I think maybe just the fresh tires that Gary had, he was already there, the closing rate and everything.
It could have been.
So.
Yeah. Oh, man.
You see just how fast, fresh tires are here at Vegas compared to someone who is on, 45, 50 lap old tires.
Chris is still staying out. Banking on a yellow, maybe?
Now, that's a good possibility. We have seen before in the past where a caution has flown during a cycle of green flag pit stops, but for the most part, these guys can do that pretty easily, able to get on and off pit road fairly well here. So
I'm going to have to crunch some numbers here just a little bit to figure out who will be able to make it, not make it. All right, here comes Chris. Almost got taken out by the 16. Chris is coming down. Kyle Munson not able to get it slowed down, but Kyle will.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't putting that lap.
Yep, Kyle will lead a lap. Kyle Munson. Joseph.
Well, just as.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, as well as I do, that during these cautions, you can come in and top off your fuel if you're, further back in the pack. So that's probably what some of these drivers could have done, is just kept coming in and topping off, making sure that they had their tanks full before the restart.
Yeah.
And that could be what we're seeing here.
Looks like, I think Brandon Sheets had a moment here on pit road. Rewind it here quickly. Okay, no, I think he just, the way he entered it, it looked like he had a little bit of a moment, but he's all right. He's coming back out. I wanted to check on that. Art Milne on pit road here. Kyle Munson has not come down yet, nor has, okay, well, here comes Joseph now, so that's going to leave just Kyle Munson out there yet to come down pit road, and I expect him to come down here either this lap coming around 3 and 4 or possibly the next one. I don't think he'll stay out too much longer, but then again, I've been fooled before, and I'm being fooled again. But a set of green flag pit stops here tonight. 21 likes out there here this evening. Love it. Love to see it. 23 people out there still tuning in here tonight for the NASCAR Dave Busch Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series. Season 15, round number 2 here at Las Vegas. Presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. While they are doing their pit stops, we're going to go ahead and get these points up here real quick. And Kyle is coming down pit road here as well. So Kyle Munson down pit road, the last driver to do so. Zach Neuscher leading the way here after the first round last week with 44 points. Ryan Messer in second, 35, 9 behind the leader. Jason Cavany in that third spot at 34 points, 10 behind the leader and 1 behind Ryan. Three-way tie between Joseph Kelsey, Keith Hurlbut, and Zachary Rogage for fourth. 33 points between the three of them, 11 behind the leader and 1 behind Jason Cavany. Jason Adams and Jim Coleman'sberger, who were missing tonight, is tied for that 7th spot. 30 points between the two, 14 behind the leader and 3 behind Rogage, Hurlbut, and Kelsey. Austin Sailors in 9th at 29 points, 15 behind the leader and 1 behind Coleman'sberger and Adams. Jeff Gilmore in 10th at 28 points, 16 behind the leader and 1 behind Sailors. Kyle Heath at 11th at 27 points, 17 behind the leader and 1 behind Gilmore. Art Milne and Chris Paff tied for that 12th spot. 26 points between the two of them, 18 behind the leader and 1 behind Kyle. Michael Yarrow in 14th at 25 points, 19 behind the leader and 1 behind Paff and Milne. Cal Munson, who actually just pitted, sitting at 15th at 23 points, 21 behind the leader and 2 behind Michael. Robbie Darnell, Merrick Watchhorn actually tied for the top 16 at 22 points, 22 behind the leader and 1 behind Kyle Munson. So that is our rundown here real quick of the points after the first round last week, but still racing out here tonight, folks. Lap 94. And I do believe Gary has got, a 2.2 second lead over Zachary Rogage here. And, Will, a good round of green flag pit stops, buddy.
Yes, indeed. A good round of those pit stops. So, love to see it. Love to see the green flag action pit stops. And pit stops always the great equalizer in motorsport. Doesn't matter what series, what car, what track. When you come in, make those pit stops. You got to hit your marks and make sure you don't speed like we talked about, entering or exiting. Getting back up to speed on your out lap can be a doozy too with those cold, fresh Goodyear rubber. So
I just did the math here, not to interrupt you there, but I just did some math here on Gary Slapinski. Now he pitted at lap 79. He didn't quite make it to 80. So 134 minus 79, that's going to be 55 laps for Gary that he is going to have to go.
And Gary made it 49, right? Or was it 48?
No,
I think he
made it 50.
Oh, okay, 50,
yeah.
50. So,
yeah. So,
but
it's going to leave a 5-lap gap. Maybe, man, are you going to be able to save 5 laps?
Well, if it stays green, we do know that some of these drivers can make it to the end. We saw Chris Paff stay out longer. Kyle Munson stayed out longer. And these cars, they have fresh tires and a full tank of gas. They have fresher tires than the leader. They just need to get back around the leader if they feel like they need to. Maybe they can just kind of stay behind him or maybe pounce on him right before he has to pit again if it does stay green. So there's going to be a handful of drivers that can go the distance, we do believe.
Yeah, I think
and then the rest of them.
I think Chris can, 47 lap stint for him. So, yeah, I definitely think he can make it. So, if he can make it, then Munson can, Joseph can, Art Milne can, Gomez, I think, can. He's been out here 11 laps, so just tack on about a lap there or so. So, yeah, I think he can make it. So, there are several drivers, as you were saying, that I think can go the distance. Going to be interesting to see.
We do know about a handful that also can't. They started to pit before the race leaders pitted, so there's a handful that's in trouble. They're in their own lifeboat floating away from the Titanic, and then there's the others that will get saved by the Carpathia. So
Merrick Watchhorn has been out here. This time by will be 17 laps. It'll be 18 for Gary, or no, 17 for Gary. So they've been out here at about the same then. So yeah, Merrick Watchhorn and Gary, I don't think can make it. We got a battle here though. I wanna really stay on Merrick Watchhorn, Zachary Rongich as they battle.
They've been battling all race.
Yeah, Zachary Rongich definitely can't make it. He's been out here 19 laps. There ain't no way.
100 laps in the books too, Joshua, by the way.
Ryan Messer, y'all row, these guys can't make it. 20, 21 laps, no, not possible. Yeah, we're almost done with it here tonight already.
Yep, 34 to go.
I sound quiet. I'm talking as low. 5 of Bridgman.
Back in the wall.
I think we've caught every single time he's gotten to the wall here tonight. Sorry, Philip, that is not our intention, but, you know, when you do hit it, your name does get called, so. No,
I don't know why you sound so low. You sound normal to me.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe turn your volume up there, Braden, because I'm about as loud as I normally am. So, I don't know. I think I might be a little bit quieter this time around. It is Vegas. They are spread out, but boy, at the beginning we wasn't calm, was we, Will?
No, not at all. They sure had us on the edge of our seat. And, you know, there's still battles throughout.
Oh, yeah.
We do have drivers off kiltered as far as off strategy from one another. We have drivers that just have a few lap better tires than some of their competitors. That's kind of what we're seeing here. Rongich kind of was one of those drivers to pit early, and you see Yarrow and Messer. They're kind of, I think Rongich and Messer, they kind of pitted around the same time.
Yeah,
so
did.
maybe Messer just able to be a bit more conservative. So.
Now, Messer's been out here 24, Yarrow 23, Rongich 23. See, I would assume the top 11 wouldn't be able to make it because they've been out here anywhere between 20 and 23, 24 laps. The only one that possibly would have a shot, I would say, would be Jeff Gilmore. But then again, that's pushing it. He's been out here 20 laps. Chris Paff definitely can make it. Kyle Munson, Joseph Kelsey, Mark Koshik, Gomez as we call him, Art Milne. Some of these guys are a lap down, but still yet, they can make it. They will not have
Kelsey just got back around the leader. He just got his lap back, too.
Oh, he did? Yep. Oh, yes, he did, right there. Philip Bridgman has taken his car behind the wall here tonight. Oh! Did not want to see that.
Well, that just is another driver to go behind the wall this evening after the race we've had this evening, as far as just either calamity or just bad luck tonight by a handful of drivers, just either getting caught up in the melee or the skirmishes here.
Good battling, though. I mean, everybody kind of keeping, I wouldn't say distance from one another, but, I mean, they are, I wouldn't say pushing it right now. I would watch Messer, Rongich here, you know, between now and the end of the race. There is
Seems like this set of tires just isn't treating Rongich too kindly. So that could be the case with Rongich. Maybe that or just this stint isn't really treating him too kind.
Yeah, 38 got a little squirrely there. Now, Art Milne is behind him. He is a lap down, the third driver a lap down. Gomez and Adams is the first and second driver a lap down. Art Milne third, but still, I mean, these guys back here, I think Art, I believe Art would be able to make it. He's just going to hit lap 20 here on his stint, so they're going to be messing around some lap traffic here. Gary Slapinski and company, he is coming up on, who is that? The 8 of Joseph again. So Joseph is back on the lead lap, but he is right ahead of the leader, Gary Slapinski. Gary's got a little over 2.5 second lead over Merrick. And here comes
So
Ryan Messer down pit road. He's been out here 29 laps. So, yeah.
So it's unscheduled. 29 laps. That doesn't seem to be a scheduled stop. So something could be awry with the 16 machine.
Ryan couldn't make it. He was on
Yeah,
the same stint as Gary and them. So, yeah, he couldn't make it.
Okay, so he cut this into doubles here.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I believe, I don't think he's going to take that car. No, he's going to go ahead and get probably maybe his last set of tires. Go ahead and get enough fuel in that car to finish the race. Now, do you get enough in there for a possible, 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 GWC attempts? I mean, that's a hard decision.
Yeah, because of how they've been racing today, you never can tell as the 8 goes back a lap down. So Munson and Cossey go back a lap down. Chris Paff back on pit road.
Yeah,
and we expected him to go the distance.
Yeah, he's only been out here 24 laps, and yeah, maybe he doesn't feel comfortable. Well, he is already off of pit road here. 6.1 second stop.
So he just got enough gas that that was a gas only more than likely.
Here comes Byron Bartlett down. Let's see what Byron does. Zachary Rogich is down. Byron still on pit road here. If I can click on him. Byron looks like he might be taking some tires and fuel here. Yeah, 14, almost a 15-second stop. So Zachary's down pit road. Terry DeGay coming down here. Wow, some of the drivers that I did not expect, and I didn't think you expected them either, Will, to come down pit road. Wow.
Well, I kind of thought that they would try to go the distance, maybe see what they could, how long they could be out there for if they didn't have to make a splash and go. But that's what we're seeing here. A lot of drivers dipping back down.
Al's down. Jason is down. Zach's down. Clifton is down. Here comes Merrick down pit road here. Wow. 20 to go, folks. And I think I just scared Will.
Well, I kind of said around 115 to 120 is when we should see the people that we thought was going to be short should be pitting. So the 91, like you just documented, he's coming down. So, but we did not.
Go ahead.
I was just harping back. We did not speculate the back runners that pitted later, to be coming down and kind of topping off at that exact moment. We were kind of waiting for them to maybe cycle back up to the lead, get their lap back, and maybe try to stay ahead of everybody else and go the distance. As Gary coming into the pits now.
Yeah, it looks like, Gary is in the pits here. Rick Adams also in his pit box. Michael Yarrow has been out here 35 laps. We're going to kind of do, I don't think Yarrow, so 36 now with 18 to go, 36, 46.
He needs to pit again, too.
54, yeah, he can't make it. Jeff Gilmore at about 33, so 33, 43. That's going to put him at about 50, 51 laps. But then again, if he saved a couple, he might be able to stretch it. Joseph Kelsey, though, 28. I think, he's definitely going to be able to make it. So will Kyle Munson, 26 laps. So I'm just kind of looking at it here, seeing who could
How
make
fast
it.
Was Gary's pit stop?
Gary's pit stop. He is back out on the tracks. 9.7 seconds.
So that could have been a full stop.
Not tires.
Well, you can still get away with a 9-second stop with full tire, or four tires and gas. That should be
Really?
4 tires. Yes.
On a 9.7 second stop. I thought it took around like 13, 14 seconds.
Not nowadays.
Oh, wow. Okay, well,
Yeah, nowadays you could get anywhere from 9.5 to maybe 10.5-second stops for 4 tires and gas.
Wow, okay, well, that's news to me.
But we just might have to wait and see if we get to talk to him, see what he took.
Here comes Yarrow.
Yep.
Yarrow down. All right, D.A. Platypus Man. Yeah, it could be right size as well.
Yes.
Out there in chat here tonight. I don't know, you see Race Strategist Hub. Message retracted. I don't know what you said there, buddy, but glad to see you in chat, nonetheless. Always love to see people in chat. I think we had like 25 out there just a second ago. 23 likes, too shy from 25 and 14 to go.
So with Yarrow pitting, that hands the lead over to Jeff Gilmore in that sequence here. So Gilmore's going to have about a 13-second lead. So he does have room if he wants to breathe, you know, kind of conserve more fuel here. He can back off a little bit more and then maybe charge just a tad bit. But as you can see from the telemetry, it doesn't look like he's giving it its all. You know, maybe he is, but also maybe he's not too. So he could be conserving.
It's going to put him at 51 laps still, but nevertheless, I mean, if he can save a lap or two, I think he'll be able to make it. But Gary Slapinski, he's only been out here 6 laps now, and he's already back up to second, but he is eating that time up of Jeff Gilmore.
Oh, yes, he is.
So now he's already down to 10.5 seconds, and, you know, we better get this race done here in about 12 laps, or, you know, Gary's going to be right there. I think Gary's got enough time and enough laps to catch him. Unless something happens.
And we speculate he does have fresh tires, so he should, like you just talked about, he is eating that gap away. So Gilmore, like we talked about, probably not going 100%. So
there is a Roman Noodle in chat. Literally, that's the name, a Roman Noodle. I love the name. It's unique. Rooting on Kelsey or rooting on the number 8. We'll just say
rooting
that.
on Joseph.
Yeah, rooting on Joseph. There we go, Joseph. I want to say it's Kelsey, but that's just what I want to say. Then again, it could be Kelsey too. I don't know. I think she said it. I think a Roman Noodle has said it before, but I keep forgetting. Kyle Heath, Gomez going at it. Gomez going to drop back here.
Oh, we got
it. Yeah. Oh, Byron. Yeah. Wow. No yellow. We don't want a yellow. 10 to go, folks. Get a MaxspeedTV.
Getting back up to speed now.
Yeah, I'm going to get a MaxspeedTV rewind on this one. Ooh, that could have been a yellow. It looks like some hard racing and got tagged, got hooked, and you see the flaps come up to keep that car from flipping. He's off the racing surface, but man, oh man. All right, back up live. Sorry, I had to go look at it.
Yep. I was going to say, I think it might have been the 21 of Deutscher that might have tagged Barlett there, but I didn't get a good look at the tagger.
Yeah, I didn't either. I wanted to go look and see and then get back because, you know, we don't know what's going to happen. 6.5 seconds now.
Gary could be running him down. He should have enough time. I'm sorry, Joshua, I keep over talking.
That's all right. Can Jeff hold on to it, or can Gary catch him? Down to 6 seconds. Man, it's going to be close.
It is going to be close. We do believe Gilmore can go the distance because he was one of the late pitters in our first cycle of green flag pit stops. So just have to wait and see. They are kind of putting us back on the edge of our seat. Oh,
man, he can't make it. Oh, no.
Well, he was definitely giving it an A+ effort, that's for sure.
Yes, he was. Huge effort by the 57 machine. That did put Gary back up front. And now Gary...
I think Munson owes us a pit stop, doesn't he?
Kyle Munson, he has been out here 37... No, he can make it. 37 laps, so he can make it.
Okay, so... He's hit that strategy directly on the head. So
and he is under
he
fire.
might lose a spot
Yep.
by watch horn.
Yep, here comes Merrick. Has been out here though only 13 laps, and he is trying to run down Gary here in about 6.5 seconds with 6 to go. There's still enough time for him to get up there.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. Depending on how bad Merrick wants to burn those tires up.
and also the traffic that Gary could catch.
Yeah, exactly. I believe there is enough time to, 5 to go now. It's winding down quickly, but I believe there's enough time for Merrick to catch him. But Gary's
I think it's going to equalize.
Yeah, it could equalize too. Yeah, I never thought about
6.5 seconds. That's kind of where it's staying at the moment. So Gary, I think, has this one wrapped in the bag unless anything happens here in the closing 5 laps.
Nope.
Oh, Clifton got loose. He's blocking it. Can he save on to that 10 machine?
Clifton. I am trying to get Clifton.
Oh, he saved it. He saved it. He went for a wild slide and a half.
Robert.
And he was able to just keep it going straight.
All right.
That is a golf clap for Clifton.
I want to go back and look at this. Are you sure it was Clifton? Yeah, it was, boy. He dirt tracking it.
Oh, yeah.
Man, yeah, he dirt tracking it. I think it was trying to come down pit road and just couldn't do it.
I think he just got loose. He's in the wall now.
Oh, 3 to go, and man.
You can just tell how unruly the car's handling has gotten to him here in the closing laps. Unfortunate for Clifton.
And Clifton, he has dropped it down to the apron. Coming to 2 to go here at the line. Brandon Sheets also down pit road. I don't think Merrick is going to be able to catch him now. 2 laps to go, 6.5 seconds roughly, kind of like you said, leveled out. So, but man, oh man, we could still get a yellow. I ain't saying we couldn't, because we can. But once we hit that white flag here this time by, it will be over pretty much. White flag in the air. Regulation here tonight. The NASCAR Dave Bush Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series, round number 2 of season 15. Gary, 111 laps under his belt here tonight. He started on pole. He won the stage, and it looks like he is pretty much going to sweep it out of turn number 4 across the line. Gary wins it tonight at Vegas. Merrick will finish in second. And Yarrow will round it out third. Kyle Heath, after starting on pit road, will.
And he was also collected in a couple of the melees that we had this evening.
He will grab a top 5 in 4th. And Kyle Munson started in 16th. He'll round it out 5th here tonight. But
great strategy by Munson.
Yes, great strategy. So our podium, though, 78, 91, 45. First, second, and third here tonight. We're going to kind of do it a little bit different because Gary is sick, and I don't want to keep him. So we'll start with Gary first, and then kind of go from there. But Gary burning it up on the racetrack here tonight. We're going to go ahead and pause it since I did get the burnout. We're going to get the reverse burnout now. I'm going to go ahead and pause it here real quick so I can get Michael Yarrow's car. All right, so he is out on there now. So hang tight, folks. Let me get the top 3 down here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. And we did hit 25 likes out there here tonight before we're done. We do appreciate everybody out there here in chat. But hang tight. We're not done, folks. We will be right back for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. Alrighty, folks, we are back. We've caught up at least with the first and second place here tonight. Michael Yarrow, I cannot find him. I don't guess he is in Discord. But we are going to go ahead and pull up our winner here tonight. I don't want to keep him any longer than we have to. So, Gary, awesome win out here tonight. 112 laps. Started on pole, grabbed the stage, came home first. Some strategy down there. Didn't have enough fuel, but you did come back down pit row with a 9.7-second stop. And I think me and Will was up here arguing about tires, no tires, blah, blah, blah. So, kind of give us the, the quick rundown on that last the last pit stop there, the green flag pit stops, and, how was it down there?
Hey, it was pretty good. The car felt really good. It got a little tight in the long run. It did get pretty tight. And I've been adjusting my lines out there to see if I can save the tire. And I did manage to find something, and it kind of worked for me tonight. As far as pit stops, they went pretty good tonight. I mean, it felt really good. It came in real good. I came out real good. Actually, that last stop, I was so just driving and driving and driving. I thought that was the last stop. And I seen people pit stopping. I was like, why is everybody pit stopping? I looked at my fuel. You're short, dummy. No. So I was like, oh, okay. I adjust my fuel, and I put right sides on it, and I said, all right, throw the hammer down, and we'll make it to the end, Gary. We'll make it.
Oh, man.
And from there, it was smooth running, so it felt pretty good, and I was pretty happy with it. So it was really good run tonight.
So it was right sides and fuel. That is actually what the stop was. Okay.
Yeah, I put like 5 gallons in or something. I don't even know. I just put a couple gallons in, and I was all right, it's good enough. Let's go.
Yeah, DA Platypus Man out there said it was right sides, baby, and a little bit of repairs, fuel, but we kind of had an idea. When he said that, I was like, oh, yeah, right sides. Yeah, Gary's known for doing those right sides. I forgot about that. So you got some right sides on there, and you just kind of walked away. I would say it wasn't, you didn't walk away with it at the beginning because, like you said before, man, there was a lot of drivers out here, trying to, grab a win, get the best finish they can. You battled a few of your own, and now next week we go to Phoenix. Man, talk about Phoenix, man, for round 3.
Oh, that's pretty tough. That's a tough racetrack. I mean, I like it and hate it all at the same time. So I have good times there and bad times there. So I'm hoping for at least a decent finish.
Yeah.
At least hopefully I feel better. I mean,
yeah.
Oh, this is just terrible. I've been suffering for over a week now.
COVID?
No, it hasn't. It's not COVID. No, it hasn't been COVID. No.
Well, glad it's not COVID, but you really need to figure out what's going on, Gary, and figure, we don't want you to get hospitalized or anything, be like, where's Gary at? He's in the hospital because he didn't go to the doctor. We don't,
No. I've been to the doctor 3 times already. I said, all right,
gosh.
Doc, what's going on? What's going on here? Why is it taking so long? And they actually changed my medication, so
okay.
I got my fingers crossed.
All right, well, get to feeling better. First and foremost, hopefully we'll see you at Phoenix. But 3 tough tracks, even with Phoenix included in that: Phoenix, Bristol, and Old Atlanta. So 3 tough tracks back to back to back.
I like it.
This is gonna be a tough, first 5 races, So I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic over to you for your final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, Gary, because I know you're sick. I want you to get some meds and get to bed, buddy. So mic's yours.
Yeah. Real quick. Just real quick. I want to thank you guys tonight. That was a great job tonight, and I really appreciate it. Announcing all this. You guys sound great. The broadcasts look great. MaxspeedTV, everything. Everybody's doing great out there tonight. I'd like to thank my Harpoon Designs Driven and all my teammates from Harpoon Designs. And everybody out there that's up late watching all this, thank you. Have a good night.
All righty, Gary, go get some sleep, take some meds, get to feeling better, buddy. We'll see you hopefully next week where you're feeling much better at Phoenix.
Thank you.
All right, well, that was Gary Slapansky. We're to go ahead and get our P2 finisher here tonight. That is Merrick Watchhorn, and I do believe Will Roberts has caught up with him down there on the racetrack.
Hey, Merrick, you got a copy?
Got a good copy.
Hey, so Strong, hard-fought P2 for you this evening. Early goings. You guys were racy early on. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it was for the first 20 laps we basically were doing plate racing with a mile and a half track where we actually had to set each other up and get each other and get in front of each other to slow each other down. But yeah, no, there was a hard fought battle. Congratulations to 78, which I had something more for him. Didn't know he was going to take 2 tires. I didn't contemplate taking 2 tires with 20 to go, so I took 4 and was like 5.1 gallons and just came on out. But all the racing that we were doing, we were going side by side, just absolutely fighting for our position, and it was a great time. It was a fun time, really.
Yeah, just a lot of hard nosed, hard fought racing really between you, Joseph Cossey, Zach Rongich. You guys were up in the top five all night, top 10, really battling for everything you guys could get. Next week is Phoenix. What's kind of the mindset? The kind of how do you get focused for Phoenix?
Um, do what I did this week, just put some practice in, get some data for the car, realize what works best for me, what works for others doesn't work for me. So I have to really dive into this car. This is actually my first full season racing this car. I'm usually an Xfinity guy, so I race those cars more than I race anything else. So this is a big leap for me, and to finish second in the second race out, after all the practice I put in, I mean, it's a good sign. Hopefully, I can get a couple of wins and challenge some people for the championship. I mean, that's the goal at the end of the day is try to be out there winning. But going to Phoenix, the big thing is going to be figuring out what works for me and what line to take when I'm behind someone, because that knows getting tight behind someone and pushing me up just does not feel good, and I have to readjust my whole sense of how to drive this car.
Yeah, I would say the past couple of weeks you have been one to watch for sure. You've been up front, really trying to just be up front all race long. That's kind of where you want to be to set yourself for a good finish possible. Yes. Where do you think on the schedule you might be able to capture your first win?
With this car, I honestly don't know. Um, I'm hoping next week. Each week I tackle it the same way I always do. Try to go out there and try to dominate the best I can. Plan really and honestly is just not to really think about the future too much. If I overthink it, we're not gonna win it. All that planning could just go in a ball of smoke simply
Right.
because someone can just wreck you. What happened between me and the 8? Prime example. He probably had a whole plan how he's going to stay in front of me, and he was really my competition between him and Gary going for the front. So sorry to him. I don't think I came up, but I'm gonna have to go back and look at the replay. And if it was my fault, it's my fault. I'll take responsibility. But I thought I was holding my line, and he just came down going into 3. But either way, I mean, just like what happened with him, I mean, he probably had a whole plan, whole strategy, and I took him out in the first 40 laps of the race, and he had to scramble and try to come up with a backup plan. So right now, it's all just trying to stay out of trouble and do my best of trying to figure out this car and hopefully win a couple of races. I mean, it comes down to what this car can and can't do. I'm used to Xfinity car where I can get behind someone and I don't go plowing tight going up towards the hill when I'm behind someone. So it's a different driving style altogether for me. I'm still learning.
Yes, both cars vastly different with the amount of horsepower one has to the other, or the downforce characteristics that each car has. Yes. Any final thoughts, shout outs, anything else you'd like to add about tonight's race before we let you go celebrate this P2 finish here?
I want to give a shout out to y'all for always helping us out and broadcasting us. We really appreciate it. It's always fun to go back and rewatch these races. Give a shout out to Twiggy, QSA, and of course, friends and family who always support me, always being there to watch my races, race in and race out, and just the admins, of course, for always hosting it and dealing with all of us knuckleheads on a regular basis. Are all a bunch of characters, and they have to wrangle us in and manage us all together. So it's a it's a nice feeling to be part of a group that is very inclusive and very you know acting like a family. So we're out here just trying to have fun and do our best. So hopefully I'll be talking to y'all a couple more times throughout the season, and be in the hunt for the championship. That's my end goal. Winning is gonna be awesome, but I gotta really, you know, as I saw Gary could change his line and drive away from me, and I'm like, all right, I gotta figure this out.
Well, best of luck to you going forward next week at Phoenix. I know that can be another tricky track to kind of tame within of itself. So, like I said, congratulations on the good run tonight, P2, and just carry that momentum forward there, Merrick.
Thanks, Will.
All right. Well, Merrick, I got one question before we let you go celebrate, man.
Yes, sir.
Just one quick question. You already talked about Phoenix, so we got Bristol after that, and then Old Atlanta. Now, out of those three, just those three, what are you more comfortable with?
Old Atlanta.
Old Atlanta. I had a feeling that was going to be the answer, but I didn't know. All right. So I'm gonna mark it. Old Atlanta. Gonna mark it.
Yes, sir.
All righty, Merrick. Go celebrate P2 here tonight. We'll see you next week, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
See y'all next week.
Yep. All right, Will. Well, we got kind of an insight that, Old Atlanta may be that track. So, we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, Old Atlanta, really great characteristics as far as the surface goes. It was really fine, almost like fine wine with how well aged it had become. Yeah, the track was starting to kind of tear up with and of itself and everything, and lots of patchwork done to it. But it made for some great racing. Drivers really could attack for maybe 2, maybe 4 laps. After that, your tires are gone. You had to back it down, or some wouldn't even push to begin with, Joshua. So.
Yeah.
The next coming up weeks are just going to be great to watch. I do believe.
Oh yeah, Phoenix mile track. You got Bristol half-mile track. We're going to be doing 200 at Phoenix, 250 at Bristol, 130 laps at Old Atlanta, and it's going to feel like more like 250 laps there with these guys. I mean, that track is going to eat up those tires within like 10 laps. I mean, that track I think is going to be the point of, what do you call it? It's going to separate those that can drive on old tires and those that would rather have, new tires every 10 or 15 laps, So I'm really looking forward to Old Atlanta. I love Old Atlanta. I wish they had never repaved that track and made it what it is now, but that's just my honest opinion. I spoke my mind about it, and I'm done with that. But our third here tonight, Michael Yarrow here, not in Discord, but again, congratulations to Michael on third, Kyle Heath fourth, and Kyle Munson there rounding out the top of 5. Now, getting down here to the official results, because the points are being updated as we speak. Let's go ahead and flip the script here. I think we will. Where is my button? There it is. There it is right there. All right. Gary Slapinski with the win out here tonight. Dominating performance by Gary, but at the beginning he did have to fight for that top spot. Merrick Watchorn there in second, was trying to get back up to him, and I thought there was enough laps to get up there, but, well, again, I was wrong, and I was wrong a lot here tonight. So, Merrick, though, second. Michael Yarrow third. Kyle Heath fourth. Kyle Munson rounding out the top 5. Ron Messer in 6th. Joseph Kelsey in 7th. Zachary Rongich in 8th. Jason Adams 9th. And Zach Deuscher will be rounding out our top 10. Chris Paff at 11th. Jeff Gilmore in 12th. Rick Adams 13th. No relation to Jason. Byron Bartlett in 14th. Gomez 15th. Art Milne in 16th. Robbie Stewart 17th. Brandon Sheets 18th. Robert Love in 19th. And Jason Cavaney in 20th. Terry DeGay 21st. Austin Sailors 22nd. Clifton Ashley 23rd, Keith Hurlbutt 24th, Philip Bridgman 25th, Larry Blair 26th, Brandon Hartwell 27th, Hunter Hayward 28th, and Robert Chiswick in 29th. But, you know, Will, before we end it here tonight, there was a lot of drivers out here tonight that were fast. They were battling for, positions, battling for the lead, and unfortunately, early circumstances, man, took them out.
Yeah, we saw early goings, just a couple of cautions. We saw a couple of big ones like you would have seen at Daytona, Talladega, New Atlanta, perhaps, where you just calamity corner or just the whole racetrack for a couple of drivers was just a whole calamity. But yeah, just unfortunate luck for some that was possibly going to have a top 10, maybe top 5 run tonight. Went to the wayside because they got caught up in those early incidents. So maybe, in the coming weeks they could gain back the points they could have lost here tonight. So you just hate to see it whenever someone's kind of running good already and then they get taken out early going. So you always wish everybody could finish the race, right, Joshua? So that's what we look forward to, is hopefully everybody can finish, but sometimes that's not always the case.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Well, it was an amazing race out here tonight. Of course, Phoenix next week. MaxspeedTV will be off tomorrow night, so no broadcast tomorrow. We all get a break. But then back at it Tuesday for the Graceland Shootout Series right here on MaxspeedTV. You don't want to miss that. Great racing over there by them guys as well. But, yeah, tough break for a lot of guys out here tonight. But great racing in general. Man, it was quite the show. But for the NASCAR Dave Bush Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series Season 15, round number 2 here at Las Vegas and MaxspeedTV. That's going to do it here tonight. Until next time, or until Tuesday night, folks, stay safe. Thank you all again for the 26 likes out there here tonight. Man, awesome to see that as well. But until then, stay safe. Thank you all again, and have a good night.